In this second part, we aim to explore how to implement what we have learned regarding can and could. I can play now. I could play in the past. You know what I mean? Yes, that is such a cool way to use it or love it. So, like, there are really other ways to look at it. But honestly, it really comes down to whether you are reacting with the present tense or reflecting on the past tense, you know? Did you catch that? We are about to dive into more examples, so do not stress. Next, it totally has to do with a feeling. So when we say can or could, it changes the emotional tone of the conversation. The way we express ourselves just is the difference. This indicates that we are either adopting a more casual approach or expressing greater politeness. Which word do you think is more polite? It is the word could. But can. Can indicates a more relaxed and informal style. You could say can if you are talking about someone else, especially if you know them well. To be more polite, in general, you could use the word could with all of your friends, including your family, relatives, and colleagues. In more polite and official context, you should definitely use could, not can, right? I'll give you an example. Perhaps you could ask, can you help me? There are no grammatical errors. However, the writing style is less formal. The more polite is, could you help me? It is always possible to use the word please, but can you help me please? Could you help me please? Still, this one is more polite. This demonstrates the difference between can and could when discussing time and tone. Now, let us examine this operates when we create these types of situations or find ourselves in them, as we look for permission or propose suggestions and so on. What can and could mean in this context of this whole structure? What follows is a list of 6 examples of when can and could are meaningful. I pointed out that we can use these words for various reasons and purposes. So let's take a look at 6 of the most common ones, as well as examples of which so you can see and hear how they have differences. Okay, let's start. The first one refers to ability. We could say, I can speak German, or I could speak German when I was younger. That relates to time, okay? I can speak German indicates my ability to communicate in German at this moment. I could speak German when I was younger refers to a time in the past. Let's look at the others. Can you tell me where the railway station is? Or could you tell me where the railway station is? Let's look at the sentences. The first one. Could you tell me where the railway station is? This sentence will be a more polite manner. But the second one, can you tell me where the railway station is? This sentence is a more simple version. Request permission, we could say. Can I borrow your pen for a moment? Or could I borrow your pen for a moment? We could express it as, can you lend me your pen for a moment? Or, on the other hand, could you lend me your pen for a moment? Once more, we are talking about basic ideas and a more polite way of saying it. If you are making a suggestion to someone, you could say, we can meet at the library, or we could meet at the library. Are you able to find the difference? I hope the difference is becoming clear to you. Let's talk about possibility. For example, They can take the bus to school or they could take the bus to school. It remains possibility. The final point here refers to making offer to someone. For example, I can pick you up from the hotel. It's still nice. That means you are able to do this offer. But even better is to say, I could pick you up from the hotel. This sounds more polite in offer context. Thank you all for your attention. Wishing you all a wonderful day. See you soon. Bye.